next to blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start by running the option to the right, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Powell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Let's go, defense. Out top. You, yellow. Switch gears. Fight.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Robinson's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Falcons at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Ritter now. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go. 22 needle. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Ritter with it after the play fake. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Ritter to throw it. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Now he's free at the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes us to the Falcons' 18. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On first down, right back to Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Robinson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They'll go play action. Howell. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sly able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming. Switch. Check the backer.
Again, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3rd and 4. Ritter will set up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Ritter going to change it up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got it.
Here's Ritter. Flush to his right. Able to connect with Mims. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. 45. White. It's our time. Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to...
Touchdown! Bijan Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Hal now to throw it. This one left side caught by Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing here, Howell. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Complete, it's Dodson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's Howell with another throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. It's complete to Robinson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Ritter. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Gano's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. On first down, Ritter. That's complete to Robinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. 2nd and 6. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Robinson on a give right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ritter off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Denzel Mims from 21 yards away. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. On the counter, Gibson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Howell. Steps away to his left. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. A give to Gibson running right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Howe will throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Ritter. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 11 yards for number 11.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Ready. Black, 95.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Red, yellow.
57, Mike, 57. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Let's go.
Ritter back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now he'll look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
60 red. 60 red. Drill, 52. Hey, red. Go.
Robinson up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Black Ultra.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Howell. And he will find his man Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw again. He's got it to Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. Second and 11. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Operating from the gun, Howell. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing now is Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
2nd and 10. Ritter looking to throw it here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Ready, set. 52. Go, 10. Get that ball. Check. Steal, flat.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw, Ritter. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a win here for the Falcons, and the man leading the charge was their quarterback, Charles. That's Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.